Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Infinite Warfare in Depth. On today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Marksman Perk, which many people assume to be roughly equivalent to Toughness from previous Call of Duty games. However, it is very different. When you look at it in-game, the Marksman Perk will say, acquire enemy names from greater distance, reduced flinch that primarily affects sniper rifles, but gives a very minor benefit to other weapons. A lot of pro players are very torn about this, a lot of public players, and basically everybody kind of wants it to be Toughness so that they can reduce flinch. I decided to do a very simple test with normal on the left and the Marksman Perk on the right. I have cross shoot me with an M1 Garand because it deals a ton of damage and gives a lot of flinch, and as you can see, it definitely makes a difference on sniper rifles, a lot less on the longbow on the left. However, when we do it on the ERAD submachine gun, there's barely any difference at all, and if you're on mobile, you might not see any difference whatsoever. This story essentially repeats itself for the Mauler, and you'll see it once again for the most popular assault rifle in the game, the NV4. Again, there is a difference, but it's a very minor difference in the amount of deflection that you get per shot, and that is the maximum deflection just about that you can get, because again, the M1 Garand, very high damage weapon. It really is going to give you as much flinch as possible. For something smaller, pistols, SMGs, that sort of thing, there'll be even less flinch than this and even less ability for you to notice it. What is definitely the better ability of Marksman is the ability to acquire red names at a longer distance. This is just a regular Volk assault rifle, and you can see that I can acquire Cross's red name at about the distance of the car. However, when I'm running the Marksman perk, I can get his red name and see him much further away. As a matter of fact, it essentially doubles the name acquisition range. So overall, this perk works essentially as described in-game, no secrets or surprises here, and except for sniper rifles, Marksman has very little effect on flinch. I would overall recommend not running it except on sniper rifles, and definitely not if you're going to sit there and pretend it's Toughness, because it is by no means as useful as the Toughness perk. However, it is very nice for acquiring red names. It can double that range, and a lot of people kind of scan for red names, and I sometimes have difficulties telling friendlies and enemies apart due to color blindness, but that bright red name pop-up definitely does help. Guys, that's all for this short episode of In Depth. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.